Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Spring Porter with Spring Solutions LLC. In this video, I'm going over 5 things I wish I knew before starting a business and how to find an attorney part 2. I did another video a few months back where I showed you how to find attorneys utilizing the Bar Association websites. I'm going to be doing that a part 2 of that, showing you additional states. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do so now. I would really appreciate that. Hi everyone, thanks again for tuning into my channel. So as I mentioned this video, I am going over 5 things I wish I knew before starting a business. I'm also going to be giving you a part 2 to how to find an attorney utilizing the Bar Association websites. I did that a few months back, but I'm going to be just showing you a few additional states and what they look like. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Please know that I am not an attorney. This information is not indicated as legal advice. If you're new to my channel, or maybe you haven't tuned in a while, I have started an additional business where I'm going to be selling makeup online. It's an e-commerce store called 3 Queens Beauty LLC. I'm doing that with my mom and my sister. So if you're interested in how I got this makeup look, please check the link in the description box. I did a get ready with me video on that other channel, so you may want to check that out if you're interested. So let's get on into this particular video. The first thing that I wish that I knew in starting a business is your income will change every month. Now I just started to get monetized with YouTube, so that income is fluctuating. It's low now because, I'm still growing as a channel. My course sales change. The deals that I get with the unclaimed funds, that varies month to month. So it's all different. So if you're someone who's just starting and you are used to getting the same amount every 2 weeks, just know that's going to be different. It's going to be different when you're doing your own business. Number 2, people are going to think that you're nuts. And there are going to be some people that admire what you're doing. When you put yourself out there to the public, whether you're doing an online course or whether you have a YouTube channel, there's some people that are just not going to like what you do, and they may be mean or they may not. Maybe some family members may just be like, what are you doing now? Why are you doing that? It's going to be different to them. They're probably going to think, why don't you just go back to doing what you're doing? Why don't you just get a regular office job? So people sometimes have a way of putting their negative and projecting their negative energy onto you. Maybe in their life, they wish that they could do a business too, or maybe there's something that they've always wanted to try and they never had the guts to do it. And here you are trying something new and you're thinking outside the box. Not everybody is going to think like you. So just be prepared to have both good and bad reactions to what you're doing. To me, it doesn't really faze me one way or the other what people think, because at the end of the day, it's my life. And I know that I have to do what I have to do. It's just a drive that I have to succeed. And I'm sure that everybody has that, depending on, what it is that you're trying to achieve. So don't let other people's, negative thoughts get into the way of what it is that you're doing. So just keep quiet if you're just starting something new. Don't tell everybody what you're doing, and just wait until, basically show them as opposed to just talking about it. Number 3. I'm always working. That's something when you're starting off, you're always going to be working. You're trying to set up the framework to how you want to work. You're trying to get the products that you need, or you're trying to get your service together. There's always stuff to do. And sometimes that's not always pursuing active clients. I wish that I could pursue more active clients, but there's the business side of the other thing, the YouTube and the other things get in the way of basically having things be more profitable. So sometimes you have to find that balance of doing things that are profitable and doing things that are non-profitable, because at the end of the day, all of them have to get done, to be honest. If I'm not checking my mail, if I'm not updating my CRMs, that can slow down productivity. So there's always something that needs to be done. I'm emailing people, at 12 o'clock at night. I'm answering phone calls. So there's always things that need to be done. Just so you know, you're always going to be working. I'm always setting new goals, and that can be a good thing, and it could be a negative thing if it takes away what you're supposed to do every day. I do realize now that I've gotten this up and running, I'm just like, okay, well, what other thing can I move on to or work on that's fun and that's interesting? So I seem to be more goal-oriented now than I was before. I mean, I always had goals, but it just feels like they're coming to fruition a lot quicker actually now than I thought, which is good, but it's just different. Like how I was 2 years ago, I'm a different person now. So that may happen to you once you start getting the goals and you start seeing things come in place. You're like, okay, well, what's the next thing that I can do or improve on, or what can I add to it? The last thing on here that's important is trust. Trusting anyone is difficult, especially if you have trust issues, but trusting people in business and with money and with your brand and what it is that you're doing, that can be hard, even if it's something as setting up a website or having a intro song made for you, or having someone trust you with your legal documents, with your documents for your finances, for all of that can be hard. So you're going to have to learn how to trust people, because you can't always do everything by yourself. So let's get on into the attorneys. All right, so I'm going to be showing you two attorneys' sites that you're going to check. If I can get rid of some of this stuff on here. I'm always doing something. All right, so we're going to check Utah Bar Association, for example. So, like I stated before, when you're just trying to find a lawyer, Google is not always the best way to go. It's not going to give you the full picture, the full scope of the lawyer. If he has a grievance filed against him or a complaint or something like that, or he was disbarred for a certain period of time, it's not going to say that on their website. But it may say that for sure on the Bar Association website. And it will give you more information. So go to utahbar.org, say that 5 times fast, find a lawyer, and you're going to search by category or legal category. Let's say in Utah, we're looking for someone to handle bankruptcy and real estate. So we're going to check those options. There's so many options here. If you're trying to get incorporated, you can check business law. But let's just do real estate and bankruptcy. And then we're going to click on the button that says Show Licensed Lawyers. So here we have 35 licensed attorneys who are licensed to practice law in the state of Utah, and they handle bankruptcy and real estate. All right, so it's super specific. So let's click on the first one. We have Timothy Dance here. Now here's his profile. It has his bar number. It has a date that he was admitted in 2007. So he's been doing this a long time, 10 plus years experience he has. This is his address, the company's address, telephone number. If you wanted to email this attorney, you could. It does say here that he's currently accepting new clients, which is great. Field of practice, bankruptcy, civil litigation, real estate. So, and he speaks English, not any other language, but that's fine. This can give you that information on here in case you needed an attorney to speak, another language. That is always helpful. And then it says that he has hourly rate, which is nice. So he charges by the hour. Then it just gives more information into exactly what he's been doing, what he likes to do, what experience he has, extensive experience he has in both state and federal level, it says here. So he is somebody that you can reach out to help you with your legal matter, right? If you were going to email me and ask me, Spring, I need an attorney in Utah, I would come here. So might as well just show you what I would do, and then you have that information readily available as well. Now, if he had a grievance filed against him, it probably would be on here. Like if he was disbarred, it would probably be somewhere over here, but he's not. He's he's been an active member since 2007, and somebody that you could call to go back one, and then you can go back to this main site here. And just more information on this main page, it says the organization. So this will be the name of their firm. And this right here says payment options. So I guess the hourly rate is where the clock is, so by the hour. And then if they charge a flat fee, it would be here on this little briefcase. If they have both, then I guess they do charge both. I guess depending on your case and what type of matter it is, how long it would take would determine how much it would be, obviously. So here it also goes over their job title. So partner, principal attorney of counsel, those are probably going to be some that have higher rates in their firm, because they put in that work and that they have that experience and those years with that firm, so they probably would be charging a lot more. But if you go down the list, you can just continue your search. Here is Kimberly Stevens. She's someone that has been doing this, has been in it since 2010, so she has 10 plus years experience. It shows also where they went to school. So she's also been admitted in the state of Massachusetts as well, so she could be someone that could help you in that area too, probably bankruptcy, bankruptcy, real estate, Social Security. So she is well versed in those areas, which is great to know. And it also, what I like has on here is the firm details. It says that this is a small firm, 2 to 10 attorneys. In my opinion, if you're working for smaller attorneys or working with them rather, they're a little bit more hands-on. They will assist you and you would really be able to reach out to them faster. If you're working for larger firms, let's say people that have like offices in New York, Chicago, LA, like they're so huge, it may be harder for you to reach them because their caseload is so massive. And they are just, you're not as special, to be honest. That's just my opinion. But you go with who you feel comfortable with and who you have, um, that communication with and that trust. So, and again, you can go back to the main screen and just keep going. I recommend at least reaching out to 3 or 4, shop around, similar to how you would finding a new doctor. I mean, you would ask questions, right? It's similar to that. So that is for the state of Utah. Let's go over to the state of Colorado. Colorado Bar Association. We're going to click on that, and it's just called the cobar.org is what the association is. You click on the link, and every state, by the way, has a bar association, and this is, in my opinion, the best way to search. So you're going to click on where it says for the public on the side, and you're going to do your search there, and it's still searching here. All right, so you're going to find a licensed lawyer. Click on that. And then here you're going to click by the legal category. So for this one, let's check someone that deals with business and bankruptcy. So someone to look over contracts, maybe help you get incorporated. So there's 3 licensed attorneys that are well-versed in business and bankruptcy in this area of Colorado. And so if we click on the first one, we see that the organization is his last name as well. So that means that it's his firm, and he's probably a solo practitioner, someone that kind of just is doing this on his own. So he doesn't have to answer to a larger firm. So he's been admitted since 2008. He's in Denver. You can email him here. He's accepting new clients. That information's up here. Bankruptcy, business law, personal injury, and torts. So he's well versed in that. He's been doing this for 10 plus years. Yeah, and it does say solo small firm practice section. So this is basically what he's doing. And it's good, the billing options. It says he's a sliding scale. It's based on income, the hourly rate. So he would work with you depending on, what kind of money you had and what you needed, which is good to know because not everybody has a whole bunch of money. And again, he speaks English fluently. There's no other languages listed here, but it could be someone in his office, hey, that speaks another language that maybe be able to assist your client, or even you, for example, if you had a question and English wasn't your first language. So let's see if we can go to someone who has a little bit more experience than even him. I'm going by looks here to see who looks older. This guy, to me, looks older than him, right? So let's click on that. Let's see. All right, and see, he's been doing this since 1986, right? So a long time here in Denver. This is his main or the office line. You can email him. He is accepting new clients, it says currently, so that's great. His field of practice, the creditor side of bankruptcy, civil litigation, formation of documents, which is good. Again, if you're in the state of Colorado, you're trying to get incorporated, this is someone that you could reach out to. And he's also a solo practitioner. And this is someone that you really would want to get a hold of because they've been able to be in business by themselves for this long. I mean, that is a wealth of knowledge. There's someone that you would really want to talk to get that information that you need. He could really help you because he's been doing it for so long and he's probably seen every type of case that you can imagine. So, and you just can't, I mean, and he's also willing to work with you on the scale-based income for like his hourly rate. So that is great too. And then he also speaks another language just in case that came up. But this is good to know that this is someone that has that level of experience. I mean, I was born in 1981, so here it is. I mean, he's been doing this a lot long. I mean, really long.
So yeah, there's other attorneys here as well that you can go through if you're wanting someone who's a woman, or people have different needs, similar to a doctor or a therapist. So it's similar to when you're trying to find an attorney, um, someone that is well versed. So yeah, you would come through here and then just click on their names and get that information. And again, when you're searching for through Google, it's not going to have all that. It doesn't always have those things listed readily available, on what they all do and if there's a grievance or not. And it's not going to just say that readily. So this is a place to come. Now, this guy here, I just clicked on it, and oh my God, his firm, they deal with everything. It even has animal law, disability, discrimination, environment. There's so much here. Civil litigation, housing, health law. It looks like a huge, even though it's a mid-sized firm, they handle a lot. And they also deal with real estate and bankruptcy. So they did a full practice here. And it looks like his last name is also, so he's a partner here. So this is somebody that you may not be able to reach, but he would probably hand you off to maybe an associate, because he's probably dealing with like the real high profile cases. Just so you know, yeah, partner is shareholder. He's the owner, so you may or may not be able to get to him. You may be dealing with an associate if you try to reach out to him directly. That's usually how it works. The partner and shareholders are there to bring in the business, and then they typically give off their work to the younger associates. To be honest, they pick and choose what they want to do. So that I hope that this information is helpful to you so that you're able to find an attorney that you need. If you're emailing me and you're asking me, I would have to come to this website and pick some for you. And you don't want me to do that. You want the control over who you should reach out to and who you should not. So I'm giving you that power so that you can do that. So I hope that this is helpful. Please email me if you have any questions, springsolutionsllc@gmail.com. If you're interested again in the makeup look and anything accessories makeup related, please check out my other YouTube channel at 3queensbeautyllc at 3queensbeautyllc.com. That email is 3queensbeautyllc@gmail.com. If you had a question that you wanted to ask me there, that's fine. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.